What caused 1950s juvenile delinquency? What caused juvenile delinquency in the 1950s? This question takes us back to a time when the world was changing rapidly and teenagers were stepping into the spotlight. The 1950s were marked by a noticeable shift in family dynamics. Many families faced disruptions due to World War II. With men away at war and women entering the workforce, traditional family structures were altered. This change led to concerns that children were not receiving proper supervision, which some believed contributed to rebellious behavior. During this decade, a distinct teenage culture emerged. Teenagers began to see themselves as a separate group with their own music, fashion, and attitudes. Rock and roll music became the soundtrack of youth rebellion. New styles of clothing, like leather jackets and jeans, became symbols of defiance. Movies and comic books often portrayed young people as rebellious figures, which worried many adults. They feared that these cultural expressions were encouraging delinquency by challenging established norms. The post-war era also brought increased affluence. Teenagers had more spending power and autonomy than ever before. This newfound independence allowed them to form peer groups and engage in activities outside parental control. As they pushed boundaries, tensions with adults grew, leading to more clashes and concerns about juvenile crime. Environmental and social factors played a role as well. Many juvenile offenses occurred when children were unsupervised, such as after school while parents were working. In lower-income neighborhoods, fewer resources and greater exposure to negative influences heightened the risks. Mental health issues and substance abuse also contributed to some cases of delinquency. There was even speculation about environmental factors, like lead poisoning, affecting youth behavior. Media and public discourse amplified fears surrounding juvenile delinquency. Comic books, movies, and rock music were often blamed for corrupting youth. This led to moral panics, with adults calling for action to curb what they saw as a growing problem. The government responded by funding programs aimed at reducing juvenile crime, reflecting widespread anxiety about the changing social landscape. From a nostalgic perspective, juvenile delinquency in the 1950s represented a clash between the orderly values of the previous generation and the vibrant youth culture that was emerging. The spirited challenge of teenagers, with their greasers, sock hops, and rock and roll, became an iconic symbol of this era. The complex causes behind juvenile delinquency reminded us of the significant cultural shifts that defined the 1950s.